What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Tan Typos. How you guys doing? I swear, when I was a kid, I used to get this pretty much exact scenario happen to me a lot. I would be up trying to game late at night, and my mom would come in and try to whip my ass, you know what I'm saying? So I know possibly a lot of you went through that or are still going through that right now. Just want to let you know, I feel your pain. But today, we have the very solution for that, because today we are going to be building a silent keyboard. Usually we begin with the keyboard, but today I'm feeling a little bit frisky right now. We're gonna change up the start of the video now. Here's the thing, you can't have a silent keyboard without some silent switches. So today, the company Akko has generously sent me their new line of silent switches. We have their new Fairy linear switch and their new Penguin tactical switch. Just want to start and say thank you to Akko for sending me these. I really appreciate it. They both go for around $13.99 per pack. It's not too bad, not too crazy, because you're getting 45 a pack. So if you're building like 60%, 75%, you only need to buy 2 packs. So you're pretty solid. So if you guys would like to get them, I do have an affiliate link down below. If you use that affiliate link, you know, there's no extra cost to you guys, and it helps out the channel. So if you guys want to get that, please, then feel free to. Thank you. Disclaimer! Yes, this is a disclaimer. Even though Akko has sent me these switches, I want to say this review, I still have 100% control over this entire review. So I can literally say anything I want. They just sent me the switches for the review and for the video. So once again, I want to say thank you to Akko for generously sending me these switches. We can go back to the scheduled programming. So before we talk about the switches themselves, I actually want to go over the keyboard we're going to be using for this build. Here we have the very popular budget keyboard, the GMK67. This keyboard is a 65% hot swappable keyboard that has tri-mode, south-facing LEDs, and is gasket mounted. It is fully plastic, and look, it has a You can get this on Amazon, but if you go through other websites like AliExpress, you can get it much cheaper. That's basically where I got this one. I'll leave links in the description for you guys. Before we open it up, I want to test the switches with this board completely stock. So let's get back to the switches and see what they got going on. Starting with the Fairy switches, like I mentioned before, these are a linear 5-pin switch with a 17mm spring, a total travel distance of 3.3 millimeters, and uses 55 grams of force to bottom out. When looking at their website, there's not much information about what the switch is actually made of, but opening them up, I can see that they are at least lightly factory lubed. Here's what it sounds like just me pressing on it. So we're gonna put these into the board, and let's go over the keycaps we're gonna be using. Nothing too crazy, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Here we have the same clone keycaps of the GMK Red Samurais that I used for my first build. If you guys have not looked at how I almost destroyed my first keyboard, click right here. I'm warning you, it's not the greatest video, but I'm just telling you, I'm letting you guys know. These are by Mint Caps. They're double shot PBT and cherry profile. That's there's nothing really too much to talk about these. You know, these are completely fine. I know a lot of guys have opinions about clones, but you know, if you're on a budget, you're on a budget. So you kind of got to make do with what you got. So don't flame me, man. I'm sorry, man. They're a decent budget clone. So let's put them in the board and let's hear what the setup sounds like stock. Oh my god. First of all, the switches feel pretty smooth. I'm not gonna cap, man. They aren't too heavy, which is good. Now, the big thing is that these things are damn near silent, man. These things are fucking crazy, so crazy. Now, I don't know. This is my first silent switch, so I could be biased towards that. You know what I'm saying? I could be biased towards that, so I want to let you guys know I could be biased, but these are silent. These are quiet. It's good to know that, you know, if you wanted to use this whole configuration stock, it's pretty silent. You know what I'm saying? You'll avoid getting a beating from your mom. The thing that bothered me the most, however, I'm not gonna lie, these linears they do feel a bit mushy when clicking around on them. That's my biggest thing. The other thing is that obviously, you know, the stabs on this board is kind of trash. These are pre-lubed stabs, but we're gonna have to fix them up because they sound pretty scratchy. I don't like it. They feel scratchy. They sound scratchy. I don't like it. So we're gonna have to mess with that. Overall, the silent fairy switches, pretty silent. The next switch we have are the Akko Penguin Tactical switches, or the Penguin Switch Tacticals. They're also 5-pin tactical switch with a 16mm spring and bottoms out at about 60 grams of force. The tactile feeling begins at 0.4mm until it hits the total travel distance of 2mm. So a lot less travel distance than the linear. So opening them up, I still don't know what materials these are made of. I looked on the website. They don't really say what they're made of, so I don't really know. But they definitely are also pre-lubed, which is good, because I'm not trying to lube these switches. After putting the keycaps back on, here's what they sound completely stock on this setup. Yeah. Okay, so right off the bat, I like these a lot better. In terms of being silent, I personally think, I mean, I'll have to re-listen, but I think the fairy linears are a tad bit more silent, but the tacticals just feel so much better. I feel like they're less mushy. I think it's because they're tactiles that makes up for it. But what do I know? I feel like they sound good. They sound silent enough. I mean, what do I know though? You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which one do you think sounds better in this stock configuration? But you know, just let me know. All right, now that we've done these two sound tests, we can open up the keyboard to see what we're working with. These sounds scared me a lot. So after popping it off, the board has these 3 main wires, some case foam, and the battery. And now we can unscrew the main board and see that it includes multiple foams, like some pour-on foam and some other foams, you know what I'm saying? Some film, there's some film on the PCB, the actual PCB itself, and this very flexible polycarbonate plate. Now, I was debating if I wanted to put some polyfill in the keyboard, but honestly, like, I think the foam will do a decent enough job. For the mods, we're not gonna do anything crazy. First, we can add the tape for the tape mod. Hopefully this will actually make a difference with the silent switches. You let me know if there's any difference with the tape on. Then we can clean the stabilizer wires, and yeah, this is probably why they didn't sound the greatest before. So we just gotta clean them thoroughly, like how you clean your ball. Apply a thin layer of lube. I use Krytox 205G. Put the stabs back on, and bam, we are done. Before you guys listen to it, I listened to them first a little tiny bit. I do think the fairy linears are a bit quieter. Personally, I like how the penguins, they feel more. I think the fairy linears are just a bit too mushy. The tactiles don't have that much of a mush. I think they just feel better. Now, are they, you know, as silent? I don't know, but you know, if you're going for pure silent switches, then you know, obviously get the linears. I still like to have my switches feel good, so the Penguin Tacticals are definitely my choice to get. But here's the thing, I also saw on their website, oh, maybe they took it off. They might have taken it off again, I don't know why, but I think they're making a Penguin V2s in December or something, so maybe you could hold off. I mean, I don't know. I saw it, but it's not there from, you know, when I'm checking now, it's not there. So I don't know. Now, let's hear the sound test. I'm gonna have a test of my normal board first, just so you guys can really get how silent these switches are, and then show the 2 switches off side by side. Let me know in the comments which one you think sounds better, or which one's more silent. And if you could also like and subscribe, that would really be appreciated. That would help out the channel a lot. And without further ado, here are the final sound tests.